Hey everyone, my name is Phil.
I'm Erika.
And today we're watching Abbott Elementary, Season 4, Episode 11. Let's dive in.
Girl, she thought he was dead and he was just taking a nap.
Yeah, Barb, I know that story happened at my house. I'm the shade.
Yeah, girl, I forgot.
I know.
Hey,
I'm
Debbie.
the she.
2 appointments for Manny Petties. Where's Julie?
Stop the strike. They all rely on public transit. It's a mess.
Yeah, I knew today was gonna blow.
Well, I will see about that.
What are you
Give me
doing,
Julie's
Debbie?
address, please.
You might as well do it. I'm gonna find it anyway.
Oh.
She will.
What the hell going on here?
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Julie could not get to work, so I had to go pick her up and bring her here.
I can take you to next if you want.
Oh, hell yeah. You do cat eye? Don't mind if I do.
To fit that size, I charge extra.
Used to it. Break out the big bucket.
She has big feet? She has big feet?
I guess. I hope they're not making Barbara sick.
You think?
That she forgot that
All right,
big
y'all, the
detail that it
strike is
was.
officially in full effect.
Oh, no.
That means
No?
no
Okay.
buses. Have we checked to see if there's anything the district can do to help? They say it's business as usual. There will be no additional buses for the kids that rely on the city.
I knew this was going to happen.
Barbara, you and Melissa said this wasn't going to happen.
But it did, Gregory. It did.
Yeah, how is that helpful right now, pal?
I think it's helpful to be told what you said, but whatever.
Wait a minute, are you on the side of labor? Yeah, I hate bosses. That's why I became a principal, so I don't have any.
You have bosses.
Point to them.
This is going to be a mess for attendance.
Guys, the parents know how important school is. They'll find a way to get their kids here. All right, we're missing 1 from Mercury, Mars, and 2 from Neptune. Since I learned my class responds more to a hands-on approach, we're creating live models where the kids will build and act as the solar system.
Oh.
That's cool.
We are missing a few planets due to the strike,
Act.
but the music of
act
the
like a
spheres
solar
plays
system.
on. I'm so happy you're so into this project.
Did you know that the sun is a star?
I did know that.
And it's dying.
All right. Oh, thank you for going the extra mile.
An extra 6 miles.
Oh.
And I can't do it again, so I don't know if she's going to be here tomorrow.
Oh, man.
Well, I'm sure they'll have this figured out by then. You know, all the city has to do is say we will meet your very reasonable
By
demands.
tomorrow?
I know.
The city tried to murk Santa Claus. They aren't meeting anyone anywhere.
I mean, I knew RJ took SEPTA, but I didn't realize most of the class did. Okay, everyone close your eyes. We are gonna manifest getting everyone back here tomorrow.
It's too far to walk here. Man, I did walk here this morning, and I'm tired as crap.
Okay,
Where's he going?
I just came here to drop off the homework, because if I'm gonna make it back before dark,
I gotta start
I
now.
better start walking home now. See you, Mrs. C.
Damn.
Damn, who gave you a promotion?
Sinead texted and said she couldn't make it and all the Ubers are backed up, so I'm filling in.
Who the hell is Sinead?
Your instinct will be to grab the chocolate milk. Don't.
I only had 7 students in my first period, 6 in second, 5 in third.
Jacob, we get it. Your students don't like you enough to find a way
Oh
to
my
show
goodness.
up. So just do remote learning.
Oh, remote learning is so difficult.
And the internet here is terrible. Okay, the deli guy we steal it from, he just refuses to upgrade.
Fine, I'll text O'Shawn and have him make sure everything is updated. Problem solved. Thank you, Ava.
I bet he's a terrible texter, you know, because he's so hot.
He's a good texter with me.
Oh.
I have to admit, attendance did get slightly worse, but I did hear that the union and the city are sitting down at the table to negotiate, so I think this is going to be over really soon.
Miss Tears, it's not our solar system without other planets.
But on the bright side, you guys get to do more work.
But they'll all be here tomorrow.
Very soon, hopefully.
The universe is falling apart.
Longer strike?
Is the strike over?
No,
Oh, no.
Union walked away from the table. They told the city to suck it. Woo! Yeah!
Why is she so into it? I don't understand.
He is a
Really hope
union
this strike will
person.
be over by now.
Probably this is a different
It's like
union.
justice kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Well, everyone, O'Shawn is here. He did not take the bus because he owns a car.
I actually lease a pre-owned.
Anyway, he's here to set everything up for remote learning.
I'm putting in range extenders, although it seems like your router is already in great shape.
Everything about me is. Modernize remote learning. Great. I'll finally be able to see every
Tell him
board.
something
I
he
wish this
don't
was an
know.
option, but that won't work for my class.
Real quick, if you're enjoying watching this video, do us a favor and consider hitting that subscribe button.
We've got so much more on the way, and subscribing really helps the channel.
Yep, and don't forget to hit that bell for all the notifications so you never miss a video that we drop. All right, back to the reaction.
Hello, class.
Oh my goodness.
Mrs. Howard, the computer's blocking her face.
Oh, this must be so relatable to teachers right now.
Tyler, I'm told if you want to speak, you have to touch that little microphone button. Sweetheart, please, for the sake of the class, please stop.
Go on mute.
Stop, Hazel.
Mrs. Howard, can I play music too?
Samuel, you have
Is this,
no rhythm.
this is kindergarten, no?
I think so. Oh,
So you have desks?
You are disrupting the class.
Okay, everyone.
That kid's just sitting
Our
there.
hybrid class is now finally in session. Okay, yep, I said class is in session, so can we all go ahead and
Cameras.
turn
No
our
one's
cameras
on
and
screen.
microphones on? That means you too, Chloe.
Come on, slow.
Chloe, can you turn your camera on, please?
I'm sorry. I gotta go, Miss Sissy.
Oh.
All right, well, everybody else just, give me a thumbs up and let me know that you're paying attention, okay? Yeah, no, not that finger.
So for my kids at home, just try to remember what planet group you're in, okay? And then pretend you're holding a planet.
Oh,
and,
gosh.
Just imagine rotating, right? Imagine rotating with the planet. No, guys, no animal filters. Guys, please, I need you to focus, please.
Miss Teagues, Mars has 2 moons.
Yes, it does. Mars has 2 moons. Thank you, Lila. And they have cow heads. You know what, class? I think that... I'm sorry. We're going to have to push this project, all right? So we'll push it to another time. Just give me your planets.
No, Miss Teagues, we can still do it.
I know you want
She's
to.
so
I
into
can do
this.
the sun and the moon and the planets. Please, I've been looking forward to this all year.
She can be the sun and the moon and the planets.
Aww.
She just can't be the Milky Way because she's lactose intolerant. Which I can relate because Milky Way. More like milk, get out of my way.
Do they need to be on cam for this?
Yo,
For lunchtime?
Everything good? Tablets running smooth? Oh. You hoop?
I dabble.
All right, well, look, I'll play with some friends before work at the rec on Chestnut if you want in.
Before
There's
work?
some guys with fresh ACLs.
Yeah, I've been looking
This is
for
the
a
guy
new
who
game.
plays ball at like
Early,
6
like 6
a.m.
a.m.
Perfect. I can still get my workout in beforehand.
Cool. Drop in if you want. All right, bet.
Excuse me, Brett.
Mr. Eddie made a friend.
Wait, no, wait, please stop.
Miss Teagues, is Lila here today?
Doesn't look like it, Charlie.
Oh man, I don't want to do the project without her. This sucks.
We lost Lila. The kid our entire solar system revolves around isn't here. We can't accept
Son.
Yeah, okay, so the workers are supposed to accept a bad contract? Listen, Janine, like a raging river barreling through a canyon, we just gotta let this thing run its course.
I am a kayaker, and I'm splashing through those rapids, and I'm gonna come out on the other side bone dry. I'll just pick up all the kids in the morning and bring them here.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's a great idea. With your car, it'll only take about 9 trips.
I have a commercial driver's license.
Janine, if
Oh.
you drive a city
Scab.
bus, you're a scab.
Yeah.
Well, the lowest piece of garbage known to Philly, and we got a lot of pieces of garbage here.
It's one of my students, Hazel. In class, she is calm and focused, but with this remote learning, the child is out of control.
One of my students, Chloe, she's on and off camera every few minutes. She's got so much going on at her house that I can't seem to keep her attention.
Hazel has a sibling that is helping her settle in, but as soon as she leaves, Hazel is bouncing off the walls.
Wait, she has a sibling? How old?
Are they sisters?
I don't know. The sister's off camera.
She knows
What's
that they're...
Hazel's last name?
Colton.
When Chloe turns off the camera in my class, it's to go help Hazel in your class.
Revelations. And when Chloe goes back to turn on the camera in your class, that is when Hazel has her horseplay.
As long as we're teaching, they can't pay attention at the same time.
Okay, so now what
You know,
though?
I figured this out like 2 minutes ago, but it was really fun watching you guys work through it. Okay, that's okay.
Thank you.
Sharon seems nice.
Why doesn't anyone think I have friends? I have friends.
Yeah, what did she know?
Why don't you play? No. There's nothing we can do to help our kids without hurting the workers.
Look, I get it, but these are larger problems that we can solve. And it's not like a solution just gonna pop up out of nowhere.
There it is.
Bus at Rubenstein's?
Yeah, you won't pay.
What are you doing here?
It's the New Year's Eve pub crawl. It got postponed because Sydney had an emergency wisdom tooth extraction.
No. No. Hey, No.
Yes.
I mean, it's still scabbish.
Yes. That's so funny. Oh, it's legit a party bus.
Last night, they know the plan. I will live my life a quarter mile at a time then.
Oh no.
Melissa.
Hi. What are you doing here?
Break her
Making
knees.
sure you don't scab. We're picking up students only, right? No stops.
Mr.
What?
Accessory?
Yeah.
This guy's serious.
Have fun at basketball, installing screens or whatever.
Setting screens. But thank you. Good luck.
Installing screens.
Man started a sprint.
Okay.
The kids are gonna go back there.
Time for first stop.
Okay, it's not
Well, yeah.
It's a pickup. Hey, kids.
Hi, guys.
Come on up.
Hi, Miss T.
Hey, can I just get a ride to work?
So, once we realized
This is a
that these
chair
two were
right beside him.
siblings,
We decided to problem solve because we're teachers.
but if you let your sister play from 7 to 8, I can go through an abbreviated lesson plan with you, and you'll have work to do throughout the day, and that way, you won't miss anything.
And then at 8, you can be there to help Hazel get focused for my class.
It's not gonna be fun, though.
I know it's not going to be fun, but hopefully the strike will be over soon.
And then everything will go back to normal, and nobody will have fallen behind.
What a great sister.
I'm eating cereal.
Well, good morning, Hazel.
Good morning.
Oh my gosh. Can I just take a minute?
Everybody, take a seat. Wait a minute. You're not a kid.
Well, that's not a grown-up.
This is rabbit students only. Get out of here. Take a walk.
Okay, guys. Only 2 more stops and we'll be at Abbott in time for breakfast.
Janine, don't
Oh.
even think about
Don't cross that line.
But that's the way to school.
Okay, I know a shortcut's only 5 minutes longer.
I can't wait to be a fireman.
Yo, what a fun way to go to school. I'd be so pumped to go to school.
A few minutes left. Look, I support the drivers striking, and I hope they get what they're asking for. But as educators, you know, we're always going to go the extra mile for our kids, even if that means finding creative ways to get them to class or waking up really early to make sure a student doesn't fall behind. Hey, don't forget to stay in your orbit.
So cute.
This is awesome.
Lila doesn't even get to do anything.
It's a disco ball.
And the paper's supposed to go in the trash or just around it? Just
Obviously in.
okay.
Just go over top. Thank you.
Oh.
Okay, I'm over
Oh.
the intensity guy.
Right.
It's not something that shows up on the stat sheet, but it doesn't mean it's not good. You know, you shoot, I'll play defense.
Okay, I will. Fine.
That should be amazing.
Get that out of my classroom. I'm sorry, that was really
It was
intense.
very intense. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Delicious.
Wow, that's a sneak peek at Phil playing with their kids, playing basketball, just
It's just-
blocking them like.
You know, like they're not. People aren't gonna not block them when they play in real life. So
Yeah, because they're so small.
yeah, exactly.
But
Can't raise no.
I like this one.
It was good. This was the last couple have started to get slowly back into like season 1-ish, where it's like
Yeah,
about the
right?
teacher issues.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I liked it. Very
Yeah.
heartfelt, very, I mean, I'm not a teacher, but I feel would be very relatable. Would love to hear what the teachers think if you're a teacher watching.
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments. Because, I've heard like from my friends and family who are teachers and even parents, like during COVID, just how difficult that was to adjust to hybrid learning. I can only imagine.
You know, I never really thought about hybrid learning in the context of elementary school. Like I always thought of it from like high school on. So like the idea of like creating an individualized plan for a student, it just seems so unreasonable to me because in high school we have so many classes, right? And like to like pick out all these individuals and create plans like that, it would seem like so like just unmanageable. But like here, this is your own class, right? Like it's your class for the entire day, so you can do that a little bit more. But yeah, that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, but they showed like several examples of how like how difficult it is to manage, and yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, that was like we're lucky that we didn't really experience that in our schooling, like the hybrid or the online learning like that. But yeah, we both have teacher friends. We both like, learned or heard about the struggle.
They went through it.
and at sometimes just kind of like the acceptance of like, hey, this is what it is. Like, people don't want to turn it on, we're not going to turn it on, and we'll just kind of figure it out, like that kind of thing. So
yeah, can you explain to me the scab thing? I know it was being mentioned, but like I don't think I really understood it when it was
scab is essentially somebody that goes against unions.
Oh,
so
and they're looked down upon. Probably.
Yeah. It's a huge, because like obviously unions are massive, right? And if you side on the other, if you're on the other side, it's called a scab. I think it's actually an acronym for something.
Oh,
I'm not sure what, but essentially, like if you cross the picket line, you're a scab. If you do the work of a union, instead, like let's say they bring in like replacement drivers, bus drivers, like the city brings in replacement bus drivers until the strike is done. Those replacement bus drivers would be scabs. Like they're anti-union essentially. They're like doing the work.
Right.
So if you are like pro-union, and I'm sure like Melissa is,
Yeah.
because teachers have a union, it's just a different one. She was just like, no, we cannot do that.
Right.
So
they went to stand with the people.
Yeah, which is why this was a real gray area. Her driving a bus, it wasn't a city bus. So I guess that's where
that was helpful.
Yeah.
That's so tough though. That's tough. To be in that position, like in their position, I mean.
Janine in particular?
Well, for all of them, like their students not being there and having to do hybrid learning because of the strike. That's tough. But I see how
Yeah, like that's another good thing that the show depicted. Just kind of the different responses to a working person striking, right? Like Melissa's was very like pro, and I think they're all pro worker, but to varying degrees. And like thinking like how much it affects them really impacted them to varying degrees. Like Melissa, she didn't really care because she's one of those workers, right? She wants justice. And Janine wants that too, but she wants to find a good, like a healthy compromise. And I think that's real. Like I've been to schools that have gone on strike, and like the discourse was like all across the spectrum in terms of how people viewed the strikers. So it was really interesting. Like I lost like an entire year of schooling, like post-secondary schooling. Because of
that's
it.
right.
Right, and
yeah,
like even myself.
They would strike a lot.
Yeah, we strike a lot, but that one was a long strike.
Wow.
Anyway, but yeah, even myself during that strike, I went up and down in terms of how I felt about it. Like at the beginning, I was like, oh yeah, like it makes sense. Like get what you need to get, and then by the end, like by the middle, I was like, okay, wait, are they being greedy? Like what's going on? Like I'm paying for this education, they're not giving me any discounts or like money back, and then so it turned more into like the more it inconvenienced me, the more I thought about how like, oh, this is my
how
issue. How
selfish.
Yeah, exactly. So it's super interesting.
Making everyone else suffer, which is kind of the point.
Yeah, put pressure on the system, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So the ideal is like, then all these other people who are inconvenienced, they put pressure back on the city, but it doesn't always work out that way. Exactly. So, yeah. Interesting.
Cool. Yeah, this one was nice. I know Sean, that is so funny about Gregory not having friends. I feel like that's a common thing with guys in general.
I have like 2.
Yeah.
Like no, I have like.
You have more friends, but you just have like 2 really close ones.
Yeah, exactly.
But you do have a lot of friends.
That's funny, but she would know, right? Like, it's not like we ever see him with anyone.
Yeah, it's true.
All right, cool. Well, that was a fun one. It's hopefully the season is starting to find its footing a little bit, and they're obviously really running with this O'Shawn thing.
Yeah.
Right, they're replacing the Gregory and Janine romance with this one. So that's something that we can like look out for. Still need me some Tariq though, somehow.
Tariq.
I need some Tariq.
We need Tariq. Yes, this is true.
Cool. All right. Well, maybe next week. Hopefully you're enjoying watching with us. If you do want to watch the full uncut reaction, you can always check that out on Patreon. Otherwise, we'll see you here for the next one. Peace.